This. What's going on, fam? This is your brother again, the Nubian King, coming back again to say some words to you just because we love you. Listen, I want to talk about something that we don't hear much about, and that is us, the black man. Most things that you hear about us are bad, negative, always something not good about us that they're talking about. But I want to do something different tonight. I want to talk about positive things about black man. Ooh, the scary black man. Ooh, the boogeyman, because they always got something negative to say about us. But, there are a lot of brothers like myself that work, take care of the family, live nice, and are good men, good brothers. And like today, it seems like it's become taboo to saying positive about a black man because you always hear negative, you know, conversation about us, the black man, like the boogeyman. Woo-hoo-wee, man. But I know that there are a lot of great brothers out there that are doing it. And you don't never get, we don't never get any shine. We don't get no positive shine because in 2021, it's really taboo to say anything positive about a brother. And, for those of you all that's been noticing and keeping up with, what's taking place, you can see this. Sisters, it's okay. Sisters doing it, just like they say, sisters doing it for they sell. Black girl rock, black girl, black girl, black girl. And that's all well and good. But what I see too much about the black man nowadays, that's real positive. That's the issue, But on the other hand, there are a lot of great brothers that's moving around doing what they do, working, taking care of their health, taking care of their families, the children, but we don't never, you don't never hear about it. But I just want to give a shout out to all of you brothers that's out there doing it. And I know that, ain't nobody saying nothing about us like that, because it's not fashionable to say anything positive about us, the good black man. We all, we always hear no negative things, but tonight I just want to come on here and say a few words to the great brothers that I know are handling your business, taking care of your business. I see you, and even though, we, nobody say nothing about us, know of a surety, we are very appreciated brothers. And it's a reason behind that. It's a reason behind why is it that when you look on the mainstream media, the television network in different places, that it's easy to see negative things about us. Now, on one hand, you can think that business is like that for a reason. It's by design. When you look at those that control the network, they're the ones that's controlling the narrative. So for what goes out about us. And when you look at them as individuals, they're not great like we are, Think about all the great things brothers have done throughout history. And you would be hard pressed to what, because that's rare. Black men, positive shine, just look around. Stop for a moment and just take your own personal assessment. And you can see, you don't see black men in real positive light, doing something, oh yeah, the black man, the soul brother, the Nubian brother, ooh. And that's by design. So what I want to do tonight is just put that thought on your mind to go out and listen and watch for positive, uplifting conversation and dialogue about the Black man. What type of person we are, what type of individual, positive characteristics about us. Hardworking, loving, kind, compassionate, considerate, thoughtful, understanding, strong, balanced, focused, dedicated, loyal, alpha male. All of these attributes can be applied to many brothers, but you don't hear that in public. You don't hear that spoken out, because that's not, no, you don't say those things about a Black man, If you're not willing to throw us under the bus or say something negative, it's not fashionable to say that, the Black man, he's a real intelligent individual. The brothers, they really be doing it strong. I mean, I have looked myself and watched throughout the medias and the different, streams of information and what have you. I haven't heard it myself. I have to stop being a brother and really look at it with a clear mind, because sometimes, you can get a little, spiritually zapped with all of the negative publicity and negative connotation about us. Because you're not a Black man, you don't have a clue what we're going through, what we've gone through. And so what I wanted to do was just take a few minutes and begin to say positive things about us, brothers, that people will begin to stop and realize we're not those terrible people that you have been programmed to believe. I give you an example about the programming. There was a time where I would wake up in the morning early and start strolling through Facebook. Well, at that time, I didn't know that Facebook, once you like something on Facebook, then they keep a tally of it and have an algorithm that they send, your likes through, what content that you like. And then they take an analysis of all of your friends and all the information that you look at, and they send it through particular, technical analysis and algorithms. Then they start feeding that information to you. So when I experienced this, I wasn't aware of those type, that setup Facebook had going like that. And man, it's just like I saw so many videos of brothers getting, abused by police in America. And I wake up early in the morning. I generally wake up 4:30. I've been like that for years. I'm an early riser. I love the early morning hours. I like to get up and do some things around the house before everybody get up and get to moving. When it's quiet, it's fresh. You got that good energy. Had you a good rest through the night. And so I wake up and, at this time when I was doing this, I was strolling through Facebook, and it was one terrible event behind the other with, brothers getting shot and killed and beat up and terrorized by cops in America. And, I did that for several days, and I'm waking up, I'm looking at this, cops is brutalizing the brothers and doing all kind of crazy things to the black man. And it began to form a thought process in me. Now I'm in Israel, this city, this condo I'm in, the beach is over there, and I'm in the city of Ashkelon. This is the 8th floor, and it's quiet, as you can see. It's quiet like this all the time. Very, comfortable, relaxing, and I'm here, chilled out a certain kind of way. And I'm watching these videos, man. It's like every time, the brothers get beat up, shot by the police, they running from the police. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 police beating the brother up. I remember one time they had this brother in the police precinct and he was handcuffed. And he was just standing there on the wall and several cops was surrounding him. And this black officer just stole on him. I mean, he was just standing there talking to him. He's in the police precinct, locked up, handcuffed, and he was standing, leaning on the wall, and 2, 3 other white cops was asking him some questions or something, something went on, and they just showed you the TV footage. And the brother came up with just standing, and all of a sudden the brother said, bam, right in the mouth, knocked the brother out. I'm like, damn, no reason whatsoever. I mean, he's in the police precinct, locked up and handcuffed, and the guys is talking to him, and the cop just woof. And me watching that constantly every morning began to, make me mad. Shit, I had an attitude. So I never forget one morning I went out of here going to work. And one of my neighbors is a Russian dude. He had bought this Nissan car. He had just got a brand new Nissan. And when I went out there, he was going to work. I was getting in my car. He was getting in his car. But, he had already got to his car before me. And so when he saw me come out the door, he spoke, Boker Tov. And I just looked at the guy real mean. And I didn't speak to him. You know why? Because I was pissed off up there watching all them videos of brothers getting beat up by the cop. I'm mad as hell. I'm on a slap a cracker. And so he was the first guy that I saw. And when he spoke to me, I looked, hell, and then I caught myself. I'm like, hold it. Wait a minute, bro. You in Israel, man. We don't go through nothing like that. I mean, the dude, he your neighbor, man. The guy, y'all cool. You gave him the proper, microfiber towel to dry his car down. He was out there rubbing it down with a t-shirt. So I gave him one of my nice microfiber towels out of my trunk, and I explained it to him, this, that, and all this here, he was, told out, thank you. So I've been up here on Facebook looking at all the brothers and sisters getting beat up, and he'd speak to me in the morning. I'm ready to slap the fire to him, but here's the deal. Okay, that happens in America, and America has that world's highest rate of gun violence, and brothers getting shot and beat up by the police on a constant basis. But you got 50 states and over 350 million people. And what Facebook was doing was sending me that content. Okay. But when you look at the dates of some of those things, they 3, 4, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And so they was constantly bombarding my feed with that. And that had me kind of thinking like this stuff was just happening just all over the place. And when I call my family and talk with them, I'm like, man, how is it over there? They're like, well, it's a certain kind of way, it's tense. You had to be careful and circumspect by, you're moving around and everything. But we here, it is what it is. But I had to catch myself. Wait a minute, man. And when I started looking at the dates, some of these things that they were sending me on the Facebook was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. And I'm like, damn. So I shut Facebook down, not just because of that, but really, Facebook wasn't doing anything, positive for me. So I shut it down. Yep. So I just deal with Instagram, and I watch TikTok, see what the people are doing. And I have certain particular people that, I follow. Other than that, I have to, make sure that I don't allow that stuff to take over my thought process and have me was that day ready to hit the old guy. They do that. And then, that speaks volume to the point I'm making about how they have stereotyped us, brothers as some terrors and somebody you need to lock your door when you see the black man walking down the street, or you're in the grocery store and the black man start walking down the aisle, and the white women over there, they get to running and scattering because he's the black man. But then, you look at who running around the world doing all the real damage. It ain't us. You're looking at, who's invading these countries. It ain't us. You're looking at who run around doing all this child molestation and sex trafficking and human trafficking. It ain't us. You're looking at, who is that, kill their family, children, get on a little stress, and then themselves, whack themselves. Who is that running around every time you hear about mass shooting? What they classify a mass shooting as is a shooting that's involved 4 people or more injured or killed, 4 or more. So they say that's a mass shooting. It ain't us. So you see the trick they done ran on you. While they got the world running around scared of us, they the ones you need to be scared of because they the one on record for doing all the bullshit. You see how you got tripped out like that? Brothers, man, in a system that's designed against us, hell, we trying to survive. We ain't, you don't see brothers running around here with no military grade weapon, jumping out the car, driving across state line, just shooting up some folks. Brothers ain't even on that kind of deal. But because the ones that hate us the most, they're the ones that's in control of the network, and they say what they want to say. They tell you what they want you to know. And when it comes to the black man, it ain't nothing good. And so you be sitting up scared of me and don't even know me. And you don't even realize, I'm the nicest brother you ever meet. I'm the most secure brother you ever get to know. Or no secure brother you ever know. We'll never know because a lot of y'all never meet me. But the fact is, you've been played. You've been played way out the box. But then again, here's another point. At the same time, they run around talking all this dirt about us. Guess what kind of women is stepping to us? Uh-oh. Now, he didn't say that, did he? Oh, he didn't say that. Do you know all these other nations of women are getting up with these brothers with no problem? So black men are not those terrible people that you've been led to believe that, the boogeyman, the black man, look, stop and look and take an assessment who's doing all this stuff. Who's doing the killing, who's doing the child molest. Every time you hear about a sex trafficker, a pedophile, somebody, messing with some boy or girl, it's them, it's not us. But, it'd just be so sad that you be programmed to hate the best man in the world. But you open your door to the biggest devil, the one that's doing everything. That remind me of a person that says, it ain't cold today, so you don't need no coat. And when you walk out the door, it's cold as hell. Well, why did you say that? Man, Slinker, excuse me. Sorry. tell you something and it ain't the truth. Point the finger at that guy and say, you know what, that guy, you better watch him because he real sneaky. You know, those black guys, you don't know, they're always trying to, do something freaky in those black guys and the black guy. And he started telling you all this stuff about the black man, and he the one that's doing it. That's the trick that they have ran on the world about us. Look at me. I'm sitting here chill like a mug. I had my nice dinner, vegan. Oh, I'll be 60 this month, the 24th of this month. That's like, what, a few more days? Not that long. The day is the 10th, 14 more days. I'm turning 60. I told you. Been vegan for 40 years. You don't even believe that, do you? Anyway, I want you all to start looking and thinking and understanding who's really the terrible person, who's really the bad guy. Stop getting played. You understand? It ain't us. We ain't the ones running around robbing and stealing and bombing. They'll show you, oh, the black man, they shoot each other. The black man, this. Wow, they got everybody looking at the black man. Guess who's doing the real stuff? Okay. So anyway, look, this first little cut. I just want to drop that on you. And I want you to stop and just take a look and see that what they're telling you about us is not true. Okay. Step back a little bit so that you can stop looking at a little picture and you step back so you can see a portrait. Why? Because you see more with the portrait. And so what I'm telling you is to stop and take an assessment of who do you see doing what? I mean, because if you listen to what they tell you, they're going to have your mind all screwed up. But if you watch, because what they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. You can say whatever you want, but your action proves to you who you are. You understand? And so you look and see who's doing what. That's the way you see that. That's the way you see that. And you'll see who's the one really out there doing the stuff on a major scale. Okay. So I just wanted to drop that on you, take an assessment yourself, look around. And then, we can get back later and, I have something else to say to you. But for now, that's cool. This has been your brother Nubian King from Israel, Northeast Africa, city of Ashkelon, right over there by the beach, the water right out there. Just wanted to share that with you and give you something to think about. Brothers are powerful men. And the only, there's a reason why we so stereotyped. Those that hate us and jealous of our powers and abilities are in control of these networks. And they're the ones that's telling people all of this bullshit about us. They doing that. It's for a reason. Jealousy. I mean, when you look at it, man, we great in everything. I could go down the list. That was a white boy that put together this book that is filled with inventions that brothers and sisters, created. The book is thick as the Chicago phone directory. Well, they don't print phone directories like they used to, but those books back in the day, for you all that may not know, the telephone directory had everybody's phone number listed in it. And it was at least that thick. Thousands and thousands of phone numbers, starting with the letter A all the way to the letter Z. And so when I say this guy made a book filled with black invention, thick as the Chicago phone directory, the white guy did it, and, so that means that not all of people that are not in our family are our enemies. The ones that are, they done did a great job of, stereotyping us as terrible men. That ain't true. Uh, I just use myself an example. I was married to my ex-wife for 22 years. We've been divorced now like 8 years, and we're good friends. We have 6 beautiful children, and they grown now. But her and I, we friends. We friends. She was here the other night. A bunch of my children, they jumped in their cars. They came here to see me the other night, last Friday, and we all was up in here eating pizza. And my ex-wife laughing and joking like no big deal, because I'm not that terrible black man that, you've been convinced to think. Me and my ex-wife, before we married, we was friends, okay? And we stayed married for 22 years, had 6 beautiful children, got 2 wonderful grandchildren, a boy and a girl. But somewhere along the road, we began to realize that the marriage is not working. So we decided to go back to being good friends. And it's been a beautiful thing. We friends, the children, they got 2 houses. They got one with their mother and they got one here with their father by the beach. They can come and hang out and have a good time. But I always want to work to not make enemies. I pull on that universal principle. When you put out positive energy, the universe picks it up, adds to it, and give it back to you. So you find a lot of good things happen to me, because of that principle, by doing good to people, and animals and creation. And it works good. And so I know that was something you didn't know about me. But it's a lot of brothers like that. A lot of brothers, when you really sit down and get to know these black men, you'll find out that they are incredible people, don't have no evil, wicked bone in their body, no desire to do nothing corrupt like we see those that do. Okay, so I'm gonna close out right there by saying that great brother, I see you. Y'all keep your head up. We're gonna turn this around. All right, talk to you.